I'm going to try it again. Assalamu alaikum. Okay. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا وحبيبنا محمد صلى الله تعالى عليه وسلم فإن خير الحديث كتاب الله وخير هدي محمد صلى الله تعالى عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار أما بعد. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful, we bear witness that nothing should be worshipped except Allah, and we bear witness that Prophet Muhammad is his last prophet and the seal of all messengers. We bear witness if Allah should guide one, no one can misguide them, and if Allah allows someone to go astray, no one can guide them to the path of truth, as we have come to learn the path of Islam. I don't want to take a lot of your time with a speech, but I do think it's extremely important for us as Muslims in the time in which we live in to do a little thinking about who we are and where we are. I saw the theme, and alhamdulillah, I heard the theme, thugs in the masjid. And I think it's a very interesting theme. Actually, I heard a brother talking in the back. He was saying, some people said, there are thugs in the mosque. And to me, it just reflects the reality of the struggle of young brothers and sisters in Islam living in North American society. So, one of the things I think that's extremely important is identity, who we are. Because when you want to live the life of a thug, or imitate thug lifestyle, it's really just a false illusion of being cool. But it has no substance to it. The thing of, I'm a gangster, I'm tough, nobody's going to mess with me, I got the juice, I'm in control, you know what I'm saying, move out my way. This is really just an illusion. Because there were those who came before us who thought they were tough. And many of them today, they're in the cemetery, dead, with a bullet shot to the head. In fact, we just washed a brother who was one of Mike Tyson's best friends. Mike Tyson sent a brother to the mosque and said, would you do the janazah? And this brother just came home after doing 14 years in prison. How many years? 14. And before he went to prison, I knew him before we were in Islam. We all knew each other before Islam. And before Islam, he was a tough guy in the eyes of people. People saw him, they ran. They said, yo, here he comes, let's get out the way. Gold, fancy clothing, motorcycles, girls. Everybody was afraid of him. So he went to prison for 14 years. Young man. He came out of prison. And he thought that he had the same juice that he had before he went to prison. And when he came back to the neighborhood, there were other guys who thought they were the thugs of this generation. And so apparently, he pushed up on one guy. He said, oh, all right. And at 2:30 at night, he was looking down at his shoes like this here. And somebody just walked up and said, pop! Gone. Now, how tough are you? Everybody was scared, but there was always somebody that wasn't scared. See, the whole thing about being a thug and being cool, there's always somebody that thinks they're tougher than you. And because of that, two tough guys can't exist in the same space at the same time. Somebody has to go. And even the Muslim youth who have this sickness in their minds, you will see them sometimes, I've seen them, when they go to Islamic programs, they look to intimidate other Muslim youth. And they have their little posse with them. Come on, right there, right there, right there. So I'm like, oh, Islam, what's up? Alhamdulillah. Why? What's the purpose of it? As Muslims, what's the purpose of living like we're kafirs? Because the whole culture of thug culture is the lifestyle of the kuffar. It's not the lifestyle of a Muslim. A Muslim understands very clearly who he is. He or she, they understand. I'm a Muslim. That's my identity. I'm not a Muslim thug. I'm a Muslim. I practice Islam. I worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I believe in the prophets, and the best of my example are the prophets. And a Muslim has a clear direction in his life about what are the things that are most important to him, because he understands that he is responsible to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's not cool to be ignorant. And if you watch those who consider themselves thugs, it is nothing but a culture of ignorance, backwardness. And you know why it's so easy for young people to follow that lifestyle of being a thug? Because most young people are very foolish. They don't have much life experience, nor do they have a lot of knowledge. I know, because I was younger than you are, and I'm still young. And there are still things that I think that do not reflect the pure teachings of Islam, that still reflect the way I used to think before Islam. But it is a process to clean your mind and to clean your heart, and to know that as a Muslim you have a total different purpose in life in terms of what your goals and objectives are. But when you, as a Muslim, I want y'all to listen to me very carefully. For any of you who want to be thugs, or think you're thugs, when you as a Muslim imitate thug lifestyle, those who are the real thugs, who think themselves to be real tough, you become their number one victim. Because they look at you and say, Muslims don't get down like this. Y'all Muslims? Y'all Muslims and y'all doing what we do? Alright. Now they don't have no respect for you. So you're walking down a hallway, you get smacked in the head. Then somebody spit a razor out and cut you across the face. Y'all brothers better be real good Muslims and leave that word thug life. Y'all better leave it alone, because y'all not ready for it, man. I'm warning y'all right now. Y'all not even ready for it. Y'all better leave that thug stuff, and y'all better leave it alone, because y'all not ready to get cut across your face with a razor, and to get stuck in your back, and somebody kick you down and roll you over and put 2 shots in your mouth. You're not ready for that. You're not ready to do 14 years in a prison cell. When you go to the bathroom and you drop the soap, some man jumps on your backside and is trying to put his private part right up in your butt, and 6 guys standing there laughing and put you on your knees and put his private part in your mouth. You're not ready for that. You better go in the masjid, you better learn this deen, you better fear Allah, and you better develop the courage that you need to practice your deen. But all that thug stuff, brothers, I'm telling you, you're not with that. You being for surprise? See, I come from nice homes. Mom, dad, go to school, nice grades, play with video games. Most of you can't even go out at night. You got to be home at a certain time. Those kids who live that lifestyle, they have a total different value system than you do. And you imitating something that's not a part of you makes you a hypocrite to the personality that you possess. How do you think, for example, how would you like to go into the jungle one day, right? And see a monkey acting like he's a bird, trying to fly around. Wouldn't that be one sight to see? Imagine a monkey trying to fly around like a bird, jumping off of things, thinking he can fly. You would sit there as a human being and say, what's wrong with this stupid monkey? He's not a bird, he can't fly. And that's how Muslim youth look in America, trying to be thugs that they're not. Trying to pretend they're tough, trying to have juice. What kind of juice you want? You think it's cool to go to prison? Because if you get that mindset of being a thug, you're going to do what thugs do. Thugs lie, thugs steal, they have no respect for themselves, for their life. There's no such thing as, well, I'm a thug, but I'm not a criminal thug. There's no such thing. I'm a Muslim thug. You're not a Muslim thug. Either you're Muslim or you're not. That's your identity. But of course, what makes thug life so popular is rap music and videos and all the glamour that comes from Hollywood, which its primary purpose is to destroy the integrity of the young people, so that whatever we see on the TV and on the video, we don't think we want to imitate it. Brothers, let me tell you something right now. It's only by the grace of Allah that I even stand here before you. Because when I was 13 years old, I was stupid. And I thought I was a thug. I thought I was cool. Because when I came around the corners, people used to run from me. But look how stupid I was. I took a gun one day, and I told my friend, don't run. He was in the hallway with me. I said, if you run, I'm going to kill you. I said, yo, give me the gun, hurry up. And he's moving around, right? Wallahi, I'm pulling the trigger on him like this. My friend. But the gun didn't go off. And I got mad at the guy who gave me the gun. I said, yo, man, why you give me this gun and it ain't working? He said, give me that, man. What was you doing? The safety's on. Now look how stupid I would have been. 13 years old, guilty of being a murderer, spending the rest of my life in the penitentiary. For what? Because I wanted to show somebody I was cool? Is it worth it? Your whole life in jail to prove to somebody that you got heart. That's only showing you ignorant and don't have an understanding. And so the young people in our society today, a lot of the thoughts that you possess are not your own thoughts. And it's not your fault that you feel that, you got to fit in. I understand that. I've been through that lifestyle. But one of the things that you and I have to remember as Muslims, brothers, we have a deen. We have a way of life that teaches us the highest principles, be it in morality, be it in human interaction, politics, be it in economics, whatever you have a concern in your life, Islam has a system that if you follow it, you can be successful. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the most influential man in the world. Did you know that? They have books written by who is who in the world. The most influential man in the world is Prophet Muhammad. The most common name in the world is Muhammad. So Muslim brothers who have this idea of being cool, I'm just telling you as a brother, you could do whatever you want to do. I didn't come here today to tell you what to do. You could do whatever you want to do. It's your life that you will waste. I'm not here to follow you. I won't tell you, you don't do this, you don't do that. You know exactly right from wrong. If you want to live your life and behave like the Kafirs, go ahead. Because there are things that you will see and things you will go through, you'll say, you know what? Damn. This is what Brother Abdul Malik was talking about. See, I like to take some of you on a trip to the prisons and right downtown in the courthouse with people in the jail cell waiting to be seen, sleeping on the floor, people getting spit on and pushed around, people just showing you no respect because their minds is that of an animal, because they have been reduced to the lowest of the low. For one reason, when you don't believe in Allah, Shaitan becomes your leader. When you don't believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Shaitan becomes your leader. Let me give you an example, brothers. If I'm a thug, and you my best friend, and you're married, as a thug, I don't have no respect to you as my friend. Now, how would you like to go home after having a wonderful wedding and find your best friend in the bed with your wife? You say, yo, I'm a thug, man. I don't care about nothing. I'm a thug. But he's your friend. He's your friend and he's a thug, and you just was blessed by God to make $50,000 in your first year on your job. And because he's a real thug, he set you up for your gold, for your jewelry and everything. You eating with him, right? And all of a sudden, put a gun to your head. Be like, yo, man, open up the safe. You're like, yo, what? Open the safe. You're my man. Look, I'm a thug. I'm a thug for life. Get the cream. Now. Get the cash. Like, yo, why? Yo, click, get the cash, man. You think I'm playing? All right, look, watch this. For your wife. Open your mouth. Pow! Get the cash. That's the stuff y'all want to start living? That's the kind of stuff y'all want to get into? Brothers, man, listen, man. This stuff ain't no joke. Gang banging, y'all watching TV. Y'all watching videos. Y'all better stay with Islam. That's your protection. Because even those who call themselves thugs, they respect Muslims, so long as Muslims are not trying to imitate them. If you say you Muslim and you walk a straight line, the hardest thug will knock on the mosque door. Say, yo, man, check it out. Is the Imam inside, man? I want to talk to him. Yeah, come on in, man. What's up? Chill. Nothing, man. Have a seat. And he'll drop a tear. I just had two in my mosque. I said, yo, man, I'm tired of living like this, man. I done killed mad people. I done put out mad heads, man. I'm tired, man. I'm tired. I done stuck so many cats up, man. I can't sleep at night because I hurt so many people. Muslims don't want to live. You don't want to live like that. I got two brothers, how they come out their door, they looking because somebody wants to kill them now. They got a warrant, not a warrant, they got a bounty price on their head. Somebody just paid $50,000, said, bring me his head. He just beat me again earlier today. Said, and the thug that's in them. Huh? You know how one brother was going to set up the other brother? Because they want to be thugs. They're Muslims. They went back to the dunya. They went back to the days of Jahiliyyah. You know what the brother said? He said, yo, man, come on to Salatul Jummah this Friday and bring your guns with you. But come to Jummah prayer. How can you tell your brother that is a Muslim, come to Jummah prayer and bring your guns with you? How? And I met with them and I told them, you know what? If you don't want to practice Islam, the hell with you. Do what you want to do. Because if Allah's word is not sufficient for you to adhere to the message of Islam and to be obedient and respect that in Islam, the life of another Muslim is sacred. That you don't kill your brother. You don't rob your brother. You don't set your brother up. You see, as we sit here in this little community and we think of thug lifestyle, this is why today in Muslim countries go to war. Because among the leaders of the world of Islam are those who have a thug mentality. They want what they want when they want it, and if they can't get it, they will go to war and kill innocent men and women and children. There are children right now, brothers, in the world of Islam. They can't get no medicine. Muslim kids right now are going blind in the hospital because they can't get medicine. Muslim kids right now, their heads are growing big as their whole body because they can't get no medicine. Because there's some Muslim brother who's in a position of power, who's a thug. And until he get what he wants, he say the whole nation can die. You can get video footage of Muslim leaders taking Muslim brothers who want to practice Islam and put the gun in their mouth and smack them upside the head and stomp them and then shoot them and put fear in the hearts of other Muslims. When we know that as Muslims, the only fear we should have is of who? As a Muslim, who are you supposed to fear? Who? So you as a Muslim brother, if you become a thug, that means you want to take the place of God. Which means you become like Satan. You want another human being to fear you when they should only be afraid of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Shaitan, he started using you now. You go to a Muslim conference, and instead of going to say, Assalamu alaikum, no. Yeah, brother Ahmed gonna be there? All right, yo, tell the brothers be in their glass. We going there too. Yo, come on, man, let's go, we the Muslim mafia. And you go to the conference, put your pants down, put your earrings in, get your little cell phones, and you walk around like you're hard. But you know where to do that at. No. Yeah, brother Ahmed gonna be there? All right, yo, tell the brothers be in their glass. We going there too. Yo, come on, man, let's go, we the Muslim mafia. And you go to the conference, put your pants down, put your earrings in, get your little cell phones, and you walk around like you're hard. But you know where to do that at. You won't come to the hood and do that. You do that among weak Muslims. Because in the hood, brother, they eat y'all up. I'm telling you right now. Y'all better stick with this deen. That's the best thing you got is Islam. Y'all don't want that lifestyle. It's the lifestyle of animals. And ain't no love in the game for nobody. Nobody is trusted. Nobody. Islam has come to reform the thug life. And that's what I want to end with you with today. Islam has come, brothers, to give us guidance. You want to be respected? Islam will teach you how to get respect. Islam was able to transform the life of people like Malcolm X, who is well respected. Islam came and transformed the life of people like Muhammad Ali, the world's champion. Islam came and took thugs like Khalid ibn Walid and reformed his whole life. And even though he's dead, it is as though he is alive, because we remember Khalid ibn Walid as an example, as the sword of Allah. Because he took the courage that he had to fight, and he used it as opposed to putting fear in the hearts of men. He used it to defend the spirit of Islam. People like Umar ibn Khattab, read his life before Islam. He was a man of Jahiliyyah. A man, because of thug lifestyle, he buried his own daughter alive. Is that what you would like to do? You like to go back to the days of ignorance and watch your father take your baby sister that's just 3 months old and bury her in the dust of the soil of America and watch your little baby sister cry out. That's what you want to become a part of? No Muslim brother in his right mind would even use the terminology, I'm a thug Muslim. That just means you're ignorant. Because ain't no such thing as a thug Muslim. You Muslim. That's all. And the practice of a Muslim is based upon the principles of truth and justice and equality and dealing with all human beings. Now, I'm not saying to you be a punk neither. You don't have to be a thug to get respect. And you don't have to walk around being scared. As a Muslim, we're taught to defend ourselves. I'm not saying to you to be in the American society and let some kid walk up to you and because you're a Muslim now, he think you're scared, smack your glasses off you and take your money out your pocket. No. You don't let nobody put their hands on you and you let nobody take your money from you. You stand up for what's yours. Because there comes a time in all of our lives that we may have to fight. But a Muslim in this day and time, brothers, you have to study the religion of Islam and make that your primary focus. Videos and music and games and all kinds of forms of entertainment, it has damaged the minds of young America today. Black, white, rich, or poor. The TV is so powerful. The computer is so powerful. Brothers, do you know that with computers right now on the internet, you can download anything? You know that, right? So that means right now, what's the holiest city in the world to the Muslims? I can't hear you. Mecca. That means right now a kid in Mecca who's memorizing Quran can go on the internet, type in the word sex, and download pornography. Isn't that disgraceful to be able to have that kind of stuff in the home of Islam? But that's the goal of the enemy. The goal of the enemy forces is not to destroy your parents. They don't care nothing about your parents. They want you. Because if they can destroy you, they can guarantee that their children will control your children in the future. You brothers got to study. You see, you have to study how you became part of the American society. If your mother or father's a doctor, lawyer, engineer, you have to study from whatever country your parents have come from. You have to study how the British, the French, the Portuguese, and the Italians, how they devastated the world of Islam, and they chose among the chosen few in the Muslim community to give them education, ultimately have them deported into a Western society so that they can create in the minds of the children of those foreigners the love for the life of the kuffar, and hoping that later on we would go back to our homelands and bring the filth that we pick up in Western culture, bring it back home and destroy our whole society. And that's what's happening right now. I ask you this question. How many of you listen to rap music? Just be straight up. Raise your hand. All right. What would a boy born in Jeddah in Saudi Arabia who speaks Arabic, what would he need with a Snoop Doggy Dogg tape? What would he need with it? I'm the D.O.G. Snoop Dogg, dog. What would a kid who speaks Arabic in Mecca reading Quran, what would he need with that? What would he need with that? But it's there. What would a kid in Mecca need, or in Jeddah need, in any Muslim country? What would he need with a cassette tape? Born Again, Biggie Smalls. Or Black and Ugly as Ever, Gucci Down to the Socks. What would a Muslim kid need with that? What do you need with it? Or Tupac, California Love. Or DMX, Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood. What would a Muslim kid need with that? It's real simple. They want, right now, to put it in the minds of all the Muslim kids that the lifestyle of the thug is the ultimate goal of success. To deprive you of the true understanding of your purpose in life so that you would have to go through all of the hell that they go through in order to come back to the true understanding of what life is all about. You notice some of the thugs, if they live long enough, they change their whole life and they go back to who? You ever notice thugs? They go back to God. You ever notice that? After being tough and all that stuff, when they really come to their senses, Who do they turn back to? God. Now, I listen to rap music because in listening to the music, I know what's on the minds of young people. And some of the rappers, they're quite smart. They're not dumb. So some of you heard DMX when he said, they got us expecting a war. You heard that song? You heard it, brother, didn't you? He said they got us expecting a war. He said black against white, white against black. But the real fight is what? Say it. Say it. He said they got us expecting a war. White against black, hating black, white hating. He said they got expecting a war. Say it. Follow what? Follow the law of the Lord. That's the real war. See, listen to what he said. They got us expecting a war. Black hating white, white hating black. But the real war is following the law of the Lord. How many of you heard that song? Honestly, DMX is big, isn't he? But look what he said. They fooling you. They got you thinking it's about black against black, white against white, white against black. But the real war is following the law of the Lord. That's the real battle. The real battle is not the battle man against man, but it is the battle of the Spirit. And that is what they want. They want to conquer your soul. And if they can conquer your mind, they conquer your soul. Because your body will follow the thoughts of your mind. So anybody who's been into Christianity, there's a passage in the Bible that says, we fight not against flesh and blood. It's not a war of flesh and blood. We fight against rulers of darkness. Rulers of what? Rulers of darkness. Where are they? Sitting in high places. Principalities and rulers of darkness sitting where? In high places. There are people right now programming your success, and others are programming your failure. Yes. How is it with 1.5 billion Muslims in the world that a kid in Baghdad can't get no medicine? How is that? How is it 1.5 billion Muslims in the world? A Muslim kid cannot find food on his table. How is it with over, they say, 1 million Muslims in New York? 1 million Muslims in New York. And there is not a cultural center built from the ground on up for Muslim youth to cultivate your minds for excellence that you may become not followers, but leaders of the American society. Where is it at for you? That's why Muslim youth are into thug life. Because within the Muslim community, there is no leadership that teaches them to aspire to greatness and lives an example that they can look up to and see, not hear, but see the life of the Prophet. You ever saw Prophet Muhammad? You ever saw Prophet Muhammad? Have you ever seen Prophet Muhammad? You ever saw Prophet Muhammad, brother? How are you going to see a prophet that's already dead and gone? How can you be inspired unless those who say they love the Prophet live his lifestyle? Because you know what, as young men, you aspire for more than anything? You know why thug lifestyle is attractive? Because it gives the appearance of power. You were created by Allah. This is the last, I want to give you this lesson, I'm finished. You were created by Allah to be with power. He said, Inni ja'ilun fil ardi khalifa. I am putting in the earth a ruler. You can't rule if you don't have no power. Am I correct? If you're to have power and be able to rule, you must have authority. You must be able to dictate and see that which is dictated is enforced. If a person says to you that they are the head of their home, the mayor comes and says, I am in charge of this city, and I want these cars moved off the street. How does the mayor make his word a reality? Who does he call? Huh? Police. We call it law enforcement. See, you have no power if you can't enforce it. You know when you got power, if what you say, you can make it a reality. When you were created, Allah already gave you power. But now, there are those who take it away from you. Because the basis of you having power is first a level of consciousness to know who you are. And if you don't know who you are, you can never be who you're supposed to be because you don't know who you are. The greatest title you can ever have is a Muslim. The best you can ever be where power is concerned is a servant and a slave of the most powerful. Because ain't no real power except with Allah. When we hear the adhan and it says, Hayya ala salat, we say, La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. Hayya ala al-falah, wa la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. There is absolutely no power except with Allah. Then what does Allah say in the Quran? أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم تبارك الذي بيده الملك وهو على كل شيء قدير الذي خلق الموت والحياة ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا. Glorified and magnified is He, Allah, who in His hand is the power. He got the power. How do you know He has the power? How do you know Allah has the power? He says the one that created death. Oh yes. Death is created. And then He said He created death and He gave life. Why? Why life and why death? Why He say death first and then life? Because everything that is given life must die. But if something has never lived, it will never die. So He says He created death and then He said He gave life. Why? To see which one of us will be more mindful and respectful of His presence. So let me just show you how a thug is really a weak person who is trying to create an image of power that's an illusion. If you're a thug and you got power, how can the police put handcuffs on you? You're a thug. Everybody's scared of you. You got guns on you and everybody run and you, come here. Yo, here, come in, let's get out of his way. But all of a sudden here comes 5-0. Get against the wall. Turn around. All right? 5-0 come up on you like this here. Look just like you. Hit you. Get against the wall. Turn around. Spread them. Search them. Oh, you got a gun on you? Mm-hmm. And you got some dope in your pocket. Let's go. Take them downtown. Take you downtown and run you through the computer. Find out you got a warrant on you from Philadelphia, a warrant on you from Florida, a warrant on you from Georgia. Give you 25 to life. Where's the power at? All the fame and all the glory, the women, the gold, the cars, all the friends, everybody that said they love you, they don't even write you a letter. Where is the power now? Where's it at? It's just an illusion. That's all this is out there, brothers and sisters. This whole world is just an illusion. TV is called Hollywood. Just an illusion. A mouse with ears in Disney World with a wife is just an illusion. That's all it is. And all the rap music that's out there, it ain't saying nothing if you listen to it. Pick any rapper you want. Listen to what he's saying. He ain't saying nothing. He couldn't rule a country with those words. He couldn't build a school. He couldn't educate his family with that kind of language. What is he saying? Yo, what's up? I'm chilling. We gotta rock. We gotta roll. We gotta rock. We gotta roll. We got guns. We got this. We're gonna shoot them up. Everybody say, ho, ho. Can you hear? Yeah, I was on the alleyway and got lost. In the sauce, blew up her head and got in the bed, blew it down, make it. And the whole crowd is like, hey. He ain't say nothing. He ain't say nothing. And everybody's like a bunch of monkeys. Everybody's like a bunch of monkeys jumping up. Yeah! What'd he say? I killed him in the nighttime, blew him down. I put it on the top. Boom, 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 boom. I'm in the Versace. I got the Tommy Hilfiger. I woke up in the night. I got the chronic in my mind. I just don't know what to do. Boom. And everybody, hey! Bunch of monkeys, man. He ain't say nothing. If you cut the music off and wrote everything he said on the blackboard, it wouldn't make no sense. It wouldn't make any sense. But all the Muslim youth, we got rap music. We got CDs. Go home and count them. You probably got $200 to $2,000 in CDs. And someone say, well, brother, that doesn't mean me, because I don't listen to rap. I'm into heavy metal, dude. And we don't say that we're gonna win. Say that. Ow! So you're a white boy now, huh? You're white now, right? You wanted to be white for so long, so in order to make yourself think that you're white, you reject black music and you listen to white boy music. And you in the shower, and we're gonna rock and roll, ha ha! And your mother saying, son, your father, he's trying to make salah. All right, ma, and we're gonna rock and roll. What you doing, man? What you doing? In the car. At the light. We're gonna rock. Oh, ha ha! Muslim kids walking around the world with dark glasses on and long hair and a white glove in Saudi Arabia. Jeddah. Woo! Michael Jackson. Why you want to be Michael Jackson? Why? That's your hero. Listen to Michael Jackson sometimes. He ain't saying nothing. Woo! I mean it, I think, and 350,000 people out there screaming, Michael! Oh, Michael! Here's a person who say they hate black people and love Michael Jackson. Here's somebody who say we hate black people and they like Michael Jordan. I respect Michael Jordan. But really, what's the big deal about a man putting a plastic ball in a hoop? You could train a monkey to do that business. He wouldn't need the salary because he wouldn't know how to spend it. You can train an elephant to throw a ball. But you know what happens? We will give basketball players 3 and 4 times, 100 times the money we give to a school teacher. Here's a school teacher teaching you about medicine and teaching you the knowledge that you'll need in order to preserve, cultivate, and protect, if not save life, and that teacher will get a measly $40,000. 40 students. And if she's got 40 students at $1,000, that's 40,000. Break it down for the year. That means every month she's making less than $100 per student in her classroom. But Michael Jordan, come down. And all the Muslim boys got on shirts now, just want to be like Mike. Ain't nothing wrong with sports, but we can create our own heroes. That's what I want you to know. You, as a Muslim, are your greatest helper, but you are your worst enemy. You know why, brothers and sisters, or brothers? Islam in America, it doesn't have a strong image. Muslims in America have a weak image. So those of us who are born in Islam, we don't really identify with Islam because we don't see strength, we see weakness. That's what it is. We don't see strength. We don't know of a Muslim ruler that can come through this city right now and say, listen, Giuliani, I'm coming to talk to you about how you're treating the Muslims and shut the city down. We don't see that. We see Muslims around us who are here in America, and we have Islamic programs. And this one I just can't believe. Muslim leaders having programs teaching you, Muslim children, the foolish ways of the American society. So you go to a Muslim program, and before the Quran is recited, everybody says, brothers, would everybody please stand? We have senator here, and we want to respect the senator. Brother, please stand. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to this republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible and justice for all. Oh, say, can you want to be more American than the American? And you think that they respect us, right? You know what they look at us and say? Look at these fools. A bunch of monkeys. And then Muslim leaders are writing $50,000 checks for politicians that care nothing about Islam, nothing about Muslims. They'll write a politician a $50,000 check and will give a mosque $200 for the whole year. You think those politicians who come to the masjids, you think they don't know about Islam? They know about Islam. They're the same politicians, when you give them your money in America, they sign a contract with Israel and drop a bomb in the morning on Pakistan. Drop a bomb on Sudan. Drop a bomb in Saudi Arabia. Drop a bomb on Baghdad. Drop a bomb on Nigeria. But they come to the mosque and they smile. And look how silly we are as Muslims. I say, brother, are you coming to the masjid today? No, brother, I don't got time to go to the mosque. Okay, alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum, alaikum salam. Brother, you must come to the masjid. Bill Clinton, he's coming. Oh, the president is coming. Yeah, brother, you have to give $1,000 donation. Acha, no problem. I give 2,000. I just want front seat. I want to shake the president's hand. And you see the mosque crowded. Can't get in the mosque. Not for salat, but for the presence of the enemy forces that we glorify. How can your enemy respect you when you don't respect yourself? Because we bow down to those who make fun of us. We bow down to them hoping that they will accept us. That's not the way of the prophet. The prophet and his companions were strong men and women, and they put the fear of God in the hearts of the enemy. And they knew when the prophet was coming. They knew when Khalid was there. They knew when Umar was there. They knew that the Muslims didn't fear anyone but Allah. But the elders are responsible today for your condition. I tell the Muslim Imams that all the time. It's their fault that Muslim youth have no direction. Because it's not important that we built mosques. We don't need a mosque. We can pray in Prospect Park. We can pray in the school. We can pray on the street. We don't need no big masjids for millions of dollars. That nobody's even there for Fajr. Nobody's there for Fajr. Masjid chandeliers, $3 and $4 million buildings. For what? When the people don't even come to pray. You need schools, businesses, industry, cultivating the minds and the souls of young brothers and sisters in America so that they may know you sit in the most powerful country of the world. And if you prepare yourself well, you can impact what they do to the world of Islam. But if you and I just have the same desires to be thugs, to be accepted, you're heading down a dark street. There are Muslim kids right now, man, right now, who look just like you. See, identity is real important. There are kids who look just like you, come from the same country, the same race you come from. But if you become part of this society, you'll start hating the people that you look like. I meet brothers sometimes from Africa, from Asia, from Pakistan, from India, from Bangladesh, and they are living now in Britain or France. And I meet them at a conference. Assalamu alaikum, my brother. How you doing? Where you from? I'm from London. And when he says London, it's like, I'm from London, brother. I say, well, I thought you was from Pakistan. No, brother, I'm not from Pakistan. I'm from... Why are you not from Pakistan? What's wrong with being from Pakistan? What's wrong with it? Man, jet black. Jet black. Where you from? Parlez-vous français? I'm from France. I speak French, brother. I said, brother, you're not from Nigeria? No, brother, I'm not Nigerian, brother. Don't insult me. Don't insult me like that. Nigerian? I'm not among those lazy people. All the same thing in America. Give a black man some money and a white wife and move him out the ghetto into a white neighborhood. He forget where he came from. And that's what the enemy's like. Make you forget that you're a Muslim. Make you forget that you represent 48 or more nations around the world and that your people are suffering right now. Right now, the Muslims are suffering all over the world, and the people who suffer the most are the children. So I'm saying this to you. In this country, you should go to sleep at night with a vision in your mind. How can I, as a Muslim, living in this powerful nation with all of these resources, how can I cultivate a good relationship with Allah and a good relationship with my brothers and sisters in the Muslim community, regardless of race and ethnic difference? How do I make my heart one of pain and suffering for the suffering of my people? And how can I use the knowledge and the resources that we have in America to help that kid back in the village of India or Bangladesh or Pakistan or Nigeria or Iraq, or the Muslims in Puerto Rico, or the Muslims in America who live in inhumane conditions? Don't waste your life, man, playing games. Be for real. Because you're at war and you don't even know it. There's a war for your soul. And you don't have no armor on, no protection. No protection. We need to leave this mentality alone. Thug. I'm down. I'm chilling. I'm the man. Brothers, trust me. That's an illusion, man. Be a good Muslim, inshallah. Help somebody. Believe in yourself. And ask Allah to use you for His glory. Ask Allah, make me a good Muslim and make me a servant of your people, Allah, and let me be a revolutionary. Not a revolutionary necessarily with a gun in my hand, but a revolutionary for the liberation of the hearts, of the soul, and of the minds. First, of the world of Islam. Second, for the entire human family. I want us to see ourselves not as leaders of the masjids. No. I want us to become leaders of the American society. I want us to become leaders in education, in politics, in economics. Be leaders of history, leaders of education. Take over. See this school? I passed by here one day. I was amazed. Because I saw so many Muslim women bringing their children here. I said, wow, look at that. But you know what I noticed? Although they may bring Muslim kids here, the Muslims in this area haven't taken over the school because they didn't organize themselves. Y'all got y'all got one of the best opportunities. You know how to be having fundraisers to build schools? Allah gave y'all one that's already built. Y'all could take this school, man. Just take it. Fill it up with Muslim kids, then Muslim teachers, then Muslim principal, demand halal food, and have all kind of Islamic cultural programs right here for the entire American society. You know how much it would cost to build this school, brothers and sisters? How long do you think it'll take us to fundraise to build a school like this in the Muslim community? How long, Brother Shameen? 15 years. We got it right now. But are we organized to take it? And I mean take it. I'm not playing with the word take. I mean take it. The Jews take whatever they want. America takes whatever it wants from whoever it wants when it wants. If America wants the oil, they get their army ready and take it. If they don't use the army, they tell the president, listen, if you don't give it to us, we're going to cut the loans at the international bank. We're cutting it off. You won't feed your people, and they will have an uprising in your country. We'll create a civil war right here. And all your assets in the banks of America and Europe, we'll freeze the assets. Can we have the oil? And Uncle Tom Muslim leaders start dancing. Yes, master. You can have the oil. Is that the kind of brothers you want to be for the next generation of Muslims? Cowards, a bunch of real punks who pretend to be strong, yet you know you're weak. How strong are you? Can you make 5 prayers a day? Ramadan is coming. Can you fast? You a real thug? You real hardcore? Can you keep your clothes on until you get a wife? You real hardcore? Can you make Fajr at 4 o'clock in the morning? You tough? Can you get up for Fajr? Or are you just one of them weak brothers who's so bad but can't get up for prayer? I'm bad, I can't. Come on, okay, let's make Fajr. I ain't that bad, I'm tired, man. Tired. Because you don't understand. The eyes that you have, the ears that you have, the hands that you have, the life that you have been given has been given to you for free. What will you give back? So brothers, I will not delay you any longer. I've been speaking to you now for at least 50 minutes. But brothers, I love you for the sake of Allah. And I want you and I to become successful and to become partners. And one of the things that I'm trying to do right now is take Muslim youth and join them with non-Muslim youth and have Muslim youth influence the toughest of the non-Muslim youth. Because if they become Muslim, all of their friends will follow them to the religion of Islam. And they will learn the ways of Islam and learn the ways of truth. So one of the things I leave you with to think about, I went to a brother who has a store, and I said, I need your help. I said, I want us to take Islam to the streets of America, but I don't want them to see us coming. Because every time they know Muslims want something, they give us a hard time. We want the park. Well, you got to get a permit. You need 60 days. Well, this person is signed that. And then they say, well, we're sorry, you didn't have the right insurance. So when we go to the non-Muslims now, we don't even let them know who we are. We send a brother or a sister who has the same American name and looks whatever Americans supposed to look like and make all the paperwork correct. And once we get the permit, then we come out and say, yeah, well, it's an Islamic program, by the way. But we created something called the Islamic Games. This program is designed to create an environment, a yearly event of young people of all nationalities, of all colors, of all religions to come together on a sports activity, but having a primary concern and focus to organize young people that they may develop an understanding of life and its purpose. But we know everybody likes playing games. Kids love basketball. So we said, what could we use? If I go up to a guy 13 right now and say, yo, you want to come and hear about Islam to the mosque? I'll be like, yo, G, man, get out my face, man. I'm busy, kid. I'm trying to make some money. But if I say, yo, man, you want to play some basketball? Yeah, I play ball. So we thought, what is it that young people all over this city and all over the country, what is it that they love? They love this game called basketball. So we went to a brother who owns Met Food, and we said, listen, be our official sponsor on paper. We created the Islamic Games basketball tournament, $3,000 cash prize for youth and adults. And in light of the fact that Brother Ahmed Diallo was killed, we put shooting for peace. And it says, shooting for peace on this flyer. It says, shooting for peace, guns down. And we want to have a program that day as Muslims. We're going to take all the guns we can get from the hands of young people, and we're going to destroy them. We're going to encourage young people to give us their guns, bring the bullets, bring the drugs, and destroy it. We want to encourage young brothers and sisters in the community of all nationalities to reevaluate their understanding of life and the understanding of who God is. We want the young people to know that they have the greatest potential and the greatest abilities in their life first when they recognize who Allah is. But we thought this would be a technique that we would utilize and that inshallah it would bring about some good results for us if we made it a yearly event and it was an organized event. So I just wanted to share this with you brothers very quickly so that if you have any ideas, we need a good designer for shirts. We want brothers to know about the internet to help us put this on the net. We want to get brothers who know brothers all over the city of New York and Philadelphia and other places. We wanted to put all of the youth together and let the young people be in charge and let them make this a reality. And let young people on that day speak and give awards and speak about their vision and their hopes and their aspirations. So we just wanted to share that with you. Brothers, with that, I'm finished. And I guess if brothers have any questions or comments, we open the floor. Is that correct, brother? Huh? Okay. So brothers, questions, comments. If I said anything that you did not understand or anything that I said that was offensive to you, I do apologize. Okay. Any questions? Yes. Well, I'll tell you right now. Again, we have to look at parenting in Islam. We are a product of our home. If the Muslim parents did not raise their children with deen and teach them Islam in the home, this is one of the tragedies now that we find our brothers and sisters turning to drugs and violence and gangs. But again, I'll give you an example, brother. Part of this is the problem in the Muslim community because we're stuck in tradition. A young boy who's born in America is not going to go to any mosque and listen to anybody give him a speech in a language he does not comprehend. There's no need for him to sit there. He gains nothing. So one of the things that I say is that I think it's important for the young brothers in this audience to organize and to ask the leadership and the elders in the community to support more educational activities for young people. But you can't wait for someone to do for you what you may, in fact, now may have to do for yourself. So you young brothers have to develop programs, educational programs that are spiritually based, that would allow you to understand and appreciate the religion of Islam. Okay, the Imam didn't teach you, mashallah. Your mother didn't teach you, mashallah. Your father didn't teach you, mashallah. Now that you are getting older, you must learn on your own so that you can teach your children. We're not going to make any excuses for our imperfections. Mother didn't do it, father didn't do it, uncle didn't do it, no problem. The mosque didn't do it. You now begin to organize yourselves and educate yourselves about what Allah asks of you and begin to try to practice your deen. And if we know there are brothers who are in gangs or have girlfriends and things like that and like to come around the masjid and fight other brothers, we take their names and we step to them. And I'll help you. Because ain't no brother that tough. I don't care how tough they are. I don't care what gang they belong to. I pay them a visit just before Fajr. It ain't no problem. That's not a problem. And we visit out of love, not out of fear. But brothers, you have to know we cannot allow people in the Muslim community, young brothers, to become gangsters where they start intimidating people and other young brothers. We're not going to accept that. And some of those brothers who are in gangs, we got to sit down and talk to them and hear their story. Because a lot of times young people join gangs because they're looking for love, friendship, and family. And although your mother may be a doctor and your father may be a doctor, but every time you come home, nobody's there for you. But your homeboys call, yo, what's up, kid? You ate? Nah, kid, my mom's ain't here yet. I don't know how to cook. No problem, kid. Check it out. I'm going to call Domino's, man. I'm saying you have a fat pizza and a big Coke. What you want? When people do that for you in the street, it's natural. As a young person, you gravitate towards them. So I would say, you brothers here who care, let's organize. I'll work with you. I can come over here. We can meet at Masjid Ihsan, and we can meet around the city. We can organize, and we can reach out to each other. We can't save everybody, because we can't even save ourselves if Allah don't save us. But we can help somebody. Brother in your eyes can become the best brother tomorrow. I know brothers who were thuggish and gang and all that, and as soon as Allah touched their heart, they gave all that stuff up, man. I know brothers right now who make the adhan, who were from Palestine. They used to sell drugs all over Brooklyn. Right now, they in the mosque, every salah that they get, they leave their store and come right in the masjid and pray. So it's not how the young brother or sister is starting, it's how they will end the journey. And we got to do something about it, because when a brother becomes of the mindset of a thug, then he don't accept that fornication is forbidden. So he'll be sleeping with your sister and not even care. We don't want that in our Muslim community. We want to preserve the legacy of the goodness of the families of Islam and the principles that Islam has come to give us. So inshallah, brother, we need to work on it. Organize and let's work on it. And as I said, I'm prepared to help, inshallah. Brothers, how bad is drugs in Muslim community among youth? Is it really bad or just a few people? Just be honest with me. Huh? A few? Are the brothers who are in some of the gangs or cliques, are they very influential among the young people? This neighborhood right here. For example, in this... Okay. Well, we need to organize and do something about it. We need to organize. Brothers, let me ask you a question as I'm going to leave you now. What's the most important thing to you as a Muslim in this neighborhood, in this community? What's your name, brother? Shihab? What's most important to you, Shihab? To follow Allah? And what are some of your... If you had a choice to reach young Muslim brothers and sisters in the community, what would you use as a method of reaching them? What would be a good way? Let's say you was a bad guy on the street, and I wanted to come and reach out to you. Of course, you don't want me coming yelling in your face, screaming on you. What would be a good way or a technique for me to talk to you about the religion? Now that's important. He made a very important point, and that is, if you're going to help people, you have to first listen to their problem. And that's what I want us to do, brothers, is organize ourselves that some of the brothers and sisters who have problems, let's listen, man, because you never know what happened. A lot of people do a lot of things for reasons that we don't know. And unless people are willing to communicate those issues, we may never know. But again, my thing is not to really talk too much about it. Organize and reach out. Organize and reach out. Assalamu alaikum, brother. What's your name? Sajid? Brother Sajid, on a scale of 1 to 10, how many Muslim youth do you think make salat? Huh? 6? Woo, that's a good number. Out of 1 to 10, 6%? 60%? Out of 10. 4 out of 10? That's pretty good. I never see them on Jumu'ah though. I don't see no young brothers on Jumu'ah. 5? Alhamdulillah. Brothers, most of your friends, do they make salat? Honestly. Most of your friends, they pray 5 times a day? Most of your friends have girlfriends? I see head shaking. No, honestly, brothers. How many brothers in here don't have no girlfriend? Somebody's crossing their toes. How many brothers in here have at least, and be honest, because it's just straight up talk, at least you've seen a Muslim girl in the community or a non-Muslim girl that touched your heart, and if you could get married to her in the future, you would marry. How many brothers have had that experience? Be honest, man, that you've seen somebody say, wow, if I can only marry her. Alhamdulillah, I like that. Brothers are honest, man. That's good. That's good. That's real good. Brothers, you have any question for me? Is anything, any questions? Okay. Well, with that, I would say to you, Assalamu alaikum, and thank you.